Hey collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to the channel. So we are going to jump into your astrology readings for the month of January. So the big events that we have going on, January 3rd, we do have a full moon in Cancer, which is going to be more of a focus on emotional needs, safety, family life, those sort of things. What it is you want in a family and a home, like making sure your home is safe, secure, stable. That's kind of what that's going to bring up there. And then for January 18th, we have a new moon in Capricorn, which is, again, more about stability, but more in monetary things. Okay, so getting what you need for your family, for your stability, for your life. Again, might be job related, maybe changes in job. It is the new moon, so something new's coming in that sense. So that being said, we are going to jump right into your sign. Welcome Pisces friends. If your sun, moon, or rising falls in the sign of Pisces, then this is your reading. So we're going to jump right into your January spread and take a look at what's going on in career and finance, love and romance. And we'll also ask a question, or I'll have you ask a question that's just burning in your mind for this month, and we'll get an angel answer for you. So go ahead and think of that, and I will reveal the answer to that later in the reading. So let's jump right into your spread. All right, let's take a look at what we have for your month ahead. The first card that came out, which covers your career and finance, love, all that good stuff, is the Lion, number 16. I harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. So I'm going to go ahead and read on the book from this one because it does give me a lot of information. The lion fights for justice and warns others. It is also a symbol of protection. With all this power surrounding you, there is nothing you can't tackle. Face challenges head on and go, go, go. This card sees you striding ahead in leaps and bounds. Your magnetic new aura may see you accomplish personal and professional victories. Your popularity and leadership qualities will rise to new heights. You will be a person to be reckoned with, gaining respect and being admired by many. Your restless energy will mean that you won't be able to stay still. Fast-paced sport and plenty of variety will feed the fuel of your desires for freedom and wide spaces. Travel stands out, and visits to wild and wonderful destinations are likely. For personal and relationships, you are brave and fearless, but most of all, loyal to your friends and loved ones. You will be a fearless fighter for what is yours personally and will gain more respect. Emotions will run riot, and feelings of anger and fear may emerge. Difficult people will be confronted and dealt with once and for all. Some singles could meet someone wild and difficult to control, but it could be exciting. Sizzling passion will rise to new heights, making you a better lover or partner. For career and finance, you're the king of the castle, and your roar will be heard all over the office, at business meetings, and even socially. Don't let anyone get in your way. You are on a mission to get to the top no matter what. Your dreams of fame, great wealth, and luxury are of utmost importance now. Timing is crucial. You will prove that you're a survivor against the odds. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so the card that came out for your love situation, we have number 18, which is duality. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. I love the yin-yang symbol. It does very much symbolize opposites. So speaking from a love perspective, you could meet someone that is your balanced and equal opposite during this month, okay? Something where you wouldn't think it would fit together, but it does. So the next card that we pulled for you is what do you need to do for self-care this month? And we have plan a vacation. which is amazing because that is exactly what you were told to do over here with this Lion card. So maybe there is a very good chance that you're going to be traveling this month, or that you need to travel, like you're called to travel, something along those lines as far as that goes. So again, self-care, get away from it all. That's what I keep hearing. Now your angel number that came out is 111, and it says stick to your beliefs. This is rise, wealth, wisdom, and power. Look carefully at your thoughts and ensure that you only think about what you want. This sequence is a sign that the door of opportunity has opened and your thoughts will be realized at record speed. The numbers are like the bright light of a light bulb. If you have difficulty controlling or monitoring your thoughts, you can ask your angels to assist you. All right, so beautiful place to start your reading here. We're going to jump into the tarot next. All right, what else do we have to go with this reading, please, for my Pisces friends watching? What else do we have to go with this reading? Thank you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I love this. This is like a fresh start. This could be a gift from the divine of a monetary value. Like maybe you're getting a free vacation, you know, like you entered a contest and they're like, you want a free vacation. Like it's giving me game show energy, interestingly enough there. I don't know if some of you are going on a game show. We have the Chariot, that's also movement. Time to go. All right, what else to go with this? The Hanged Man. I love that. It's literally like time to go, time to stop. Time to go, time to stop. Let's see what else we have to go with this. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. And the King of Swords. Okay. So it feels like that there's something being learned here. So what this feels like is as you're getting this new start here, this gift from the divine, your next step is you're looking at it and going, what can I do with this now? Some of you may be investing in your education, like taking a new class or something like that, and maybe you're traveling to do that. Chariot is about forward movement. Hanged Man is really about kind of looking back and trying to see things from a different perspective. How can I achieve this thing I'm looking to achieve? And how can I look at it differently? Like, okay, the story that's coming to me is a story I heard a while back about a photographer who didn't have money to travel. And basically the story is that photographer showed some pictures to an airline and said, I can take pictures from all over the world for you and then use these pictures in advertising for your business, for your airline. And in return, not only did they pay her well for these pictures, but they paid her to travel. They paid for all the airfare and everything to get her all these places that she wanted to go. So it was like this amazing thing that, like, it's like we sometimes limit ourselves on what we think we can achieve because we're like, oh, I don't have the money for that, I can't do that, you know, that kind of thing. However, we can, like, I almost wanted to use the word manipulate manipulate circumstances in our favor to where we can do the things we want to do. We just need to kind of think differently, right? Think outside the box. And that's what this Hanged Man energy is giving me here. And it's like you need to kind of find the way that you can assert your plan into getting what it is you want to travel or whatever it is that you're trying to do here without it costing you money. And in fact, maybe you can even be paid to travel, you know? Maybe if travel is like your ideal situation, you're like, how can I be paid to travel? Like, that would be awesome. Now, the King of Swords sneaks up in the end here, And that's kind of where I'm getting that trap of the mind situation, because he tends to be, again, masculine energy. I say he, it doesn't have to be a he. Very intelligent, very intellectual. However, can also be too much of the overthinking nature in the head space. So be careful of that and don't let that limit what it is that you can go out there and do. Like I'm getting the message of like, don't let that limit your potential. There's a lot of energy on the table here that's like, you can manifest all these things that you are trying to manifest. You just need to get creative in how you do it, see things differently, and figure out how to do this your own way. And I'm very much getting that ending phrase there of your own way, because not everybody manifests the same way. So again, if your thing is photographer, traveling, how can I get paid to do this and do it for free, blah, blah, blah. There was the whole setup. Basically, she just sat down and said, I could take photos for you and get paid for it, and you're going to pay me to travel all over the world. Hey, sounds like an amazing deal. It's a win-win on both sides. So whatever your situation is, Pisces, find that sweet spot of the win-win between what it is that you want and how you can use, I keep hearing like the system, to pay you for it and to pay you well for it so that you can do these things that you want to do. Right? So you enjoy working with animals and you like traveling. Maybe you can become a traveling veterinarian that specifically deals with like elephants, and you get to go to Africa all the time, you know, like that sort of thing. I don't know what your specific thing is, but that's just kind of, again, how you have to kind of frame the thought pattern of how to make this work to your advantage. All right. So the answer to your question that you asked at the beginning of this reading, or if you haven't, go ahead and think of it now. The answer from your angels right now is a yes. So whatever it is that you're asking for, your angels are like, yes, let's do that. Let's make that happen. We're going to figure this out, and it's a yes. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some clarifiers for the tarot cards, and we're going to go a little deeper for you in this reading. Let's see what we can get here for this Ace of Pentacles. We have Metamorphosis Mirage. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. All right. So what that's giving me is, you know, with the ace is always a new beginning, a fresh start. So I'm getting that there may be some thought patterns, again, with this King of Swords sneaking himself in here. And it could have even been from a masculine energy in your life, a father figure, you know, someone of that nature who maybe told you that this wild and crazy idea that you have can't be done. Oh, you'll never be able to fly to Africa to veterinary for elephants and get paid for it. That's just craziness. Like, you know what I mean? Something to that effect that made you believe that for whatever reason, you couldn't do the thing you wanted to do because it's like out of the realm of possibility for someone else. But you're sitting here going, I'm going to find a way. And I'm going to make that work for me, and I'm going to get paid well to do it, and I'm going to have fun doing it, and I love working with elephants, and I get to go to Africa. Like, come on now. That's just like an amazing opportunity. So don't let your past stuff get in the way of you manifesting your future desires. And again, that could be the thought patterns that come up with the, oh, I'll never be able to do that. Nope, I can't afford to do that. That requires too much money. That requires too much education. Like whatever it is that's going on and on in your head at this time, let it go. Because it's not your voice speaking to you. I'm getting that it's someone else's voice that put that seed of doubt in your mind that somewhere down the line told you this couldn't be done. So let that go. All right? I'll sing Elsa if you want me to. Let it go, let it go. All right. We have hurtful events. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past so it won't anchor you down. Another card about dwelling on the past. So Pisces, you have like better things to move on to and to do in your life. And there's a lot of messages from the divine here that are specifically telling you not to let that past sneak up and hinder you from moving forward into your future. All right, let's see what else we can get here. We have making plans. Chart your course with intention. The future is yours to design and navigate. Yes. Very much so. So, again, you want to plan a trip? Do it. It's all up to you. Spirit is giving you this yes right now. Maybe you've always wanted to go to Africa. And someone was like, you can't go to Africa. You'll never go to Africa. I don't know who's saying that, but it's not your voice. And in fact, as you're hearing these like seeds of doubt things coming up in your head, you probably likely already know whose voice it's showing up as. So let that go. And yeah, like I even heard someone out there go, I'm gonna prove him wrong. So whatever you need to do, heal that wound of whatever it is that's holding you back or could potentially hold you back. So I'm not getting that it is for sure holding you back. Spirit's just giving you this kind of like undertone of don't let it hold you back. You got this. Again, yes. A lot of stuff going for you right now. And I just heard like a Blink-182 song where it's like, she said, don't let my future be destroyed by your past. I said, don't let my door hit your ass. So basically, goodbye. All right. Then we have the duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. So, duality came up twice. There is a need right now for knowing when to go, knowing when to stay, knowing when to see things from a different perspective, when to maybe hold back, learn something new, then go forth. So if the thing you're going for requires, let's say, a degree, you're like, I'm going to get that degree and I'm going to go for it. If the thing you're going for requires, I don't know, a year's worth of your time, you're going to get your affairs in order and figure out how to make that happen. If you can go to Africa for a year, you're like, let's do it. So you're going to figure that out, okay? And then we have clear mind. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. I love that this card came out here with the King of Swords. Because again, something's cluttering that mind up there with some old programming of whatever it was that was said to you that made you believe in any fashion that you couldn't do something or that you shouldn't do something. Whatever it is, it's not your voice. Like I also just heard clear the cobwebs out up there. So yeah, with the King of Swords is here not in like a good capacity. He's here to remind you that thought patterns can prevent us from moving forward, and especially pertaining to things from our past. Okay? With hurtful events, maybe someone said something terrible to you once when you were a kid. Like, you're not very bright. You're not very creative. You'll never amount to anything. Like, I'm getting like all that harsh stuff. So don't allow that to come into this new chapter, because it doesn't need to come with you. It's not going to serve you here. You got to clear those cobwebs out of whoever it was that said all that junk to you. I'll let it go. And then do your thing. Like, you have great things here for yourself. And you're not going to let that stop you. I already know. You're figuring it out. You're not going to let that stop you. All right. So, Pisces, this has been your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please keep in mind that this is a collective reading. And if it did resonate with you, great. If it didn't, that's okay. We're reading on what the current energies are in the collective at this time. Okay? You can always take steps to change your path. And again, I always give information about don't let this, that kind of stuff. You absolutely always have a choice in the matter. And you always have a choice to choose or not to choose which way you go and what you do moving forward. All right? Always use discernment with tarot readings. Okay? I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Take care. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.